Yeah, I mean, I tell you, I don't want Otani. The guy sucks. He's so overrated.
Should we just talk about Ohtani right
Let's
now? I
just get
mean,
Otani out of the way.
okay. Well, Ohtani has been rumored. I mean, you and I have talked about. I'm convinced he's going to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I
I
am
think
too.
he wants to be in nice weather. He wants to be close. He wants to be on the West Coast so he can get back to Japan very
Yep.
easily
He's
anytime he
going to the
wants.
West. He's staying in the West Coast.
I think that leaves, and I've seen people write that leaves the Giants as a strong candidate, which
Yeah.
I find very plausible. You've got the money. We know everyone's got the money, but
Got
we
the
definitely know
money.
you've got the money. You were just going to spend $300 million on, or $330 million on Carlos Correa.
Yeah.
That
Whew.
got nixed. So yeah, I mean, you've
Whew.
got lots of cash sitting right there, ready to
Hey.
be spent. Uh, the weirdest thing is the Cubs keep coming up, and not because I want to keep bringing them up, but they were just brought up yesterday. Unfortunately, it's from a dubious source. Our best friend Bob Nightingale brought it up. There, Shohei Ohtani is rumored to be pursued heavily, aggressively by the Cubs, and he is not just saying this. He's quoting general managers across the league saying that the Cubs have potentially the most significant interest and will pursue him the most aggressively. So that's fine, and that might be totally true too. I just think he doesn't want to go to Chicago. I
Yeah, and there'll
think,
be great leverage for him.
yeah, and yeah, he can use.
You get
Yeah, that's a
money.
great point. He could use the Cubs as leverage to get more money out of the Giants or the
Yeah.
Dodgers. So
Right.
I think he's gonna be with the Dodgers. I think there's an outside chance he could go to the Giants. I think the least of at least these things we brought up would be the Cubs, but it's tantalizing that the Cubs keep getting brought up in these conversations.
The the question that goes back to the Cubs and why they've always been tied to him, which we, have talked about, is the Cubs are one of his landing spot choices initially
Yes,
when coming over.
that would be partly because of the legend of Seiya Suzuki,
Yeah.
who is
And
revered in Japan and is like a hero to Otani. So there's plausibility there, I guess. I
the
would be shocked.
Yeah, well, I think then he got here and then he played in different weather conditions and
Well,
not just that, but to your point, it's the getting back home portion is significantly
but
improved if he stays on the West Coast.
if he's a half a billionaire, more so, I mean, more than that, he can get back to Japan however, whenever he
No, but I
needs,
mean,
save in
like,
a couple hours.
well, you're saving like 4 easily,
But
if not
yeah,
more, but
again, uh, I think that's negligible. I think that it's the weather issue. My question, I guess, goes back to where he started with the Angels. He chose the Angels. He could have chosen any place, and everyone was laying out the red carpet for him. Why did he choose the Angels to begin with? Why? This is the only reason I think he might not go to the Dodgers. Like, he could have just chose the Dodgers originally. He knows the history of the Angels as well as any of us. He can read. He knows what's going on. Yeah, I think maybe he wanted to play with Mike Trout.
yeah, I think that was one of the reasons, actually, I
But,
remember.
why wouldn't you want to play with the Dodgers? So there's mystery. I'm not sure I understand his thought process, and I don't think, and he's pretty quiet and doesn't do a whole lot of interviews, so nobody really knows. But
And that could be why he doesn't wanna play with the Dodgers. That could
that's
also be why he wouldn't wanna play for the Cubs or the Yankees or any
maybe.
team in New York because he doesn't wanna go to, like, some super major market.
Well, yeah, like a harsh media market.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I think I think it'll be
we'll
fascinating.
find
It's
out.
definitely, and the other fascinating part about it is you're signing two players, but are you really signing two players in one?
Well, now
He's
that's the next question. He's not pitching next year.
he's had Tommy John surgery twice already, and now he's not pitching next year. So you would be getting the best hitter in baseball. So maybe that's worth anything anyway. So I don't know. It's going to be fun. I love that at least two of our teams are in the mix in the conversation at least, so we can continue to talk about it. But I think it's doubtful for the Cubs. I think it's more likely of at least of the two that he would be going to the Giants.
Wordhole Media.